I'm pretty confident in their lineup right now. Last time, you know, seeing them as the favorites, given that they are coming in as the favorites now, I do feel like their lineup is stronger as well. The only thing I'm uncertain of is how well Yatoro will be doing in the in safe lane, but considering he has Undying, it should be a good lane for him either way.
Yeah. I'm a little bit worried about how, you know, how powerful and how quick the Shadow King can get online. But guys, before we find out how this game is going to go, we're going to take a quick word from our sponsors over at EGB. Here it is. Check it out.
I love winning. It's just not fair.
Prepare for battle.
I love winning.
So, straight into game number 2, and we can see here, you know, Hydra, they're looking a bit relaxed. You know, they're comfortable. They've got that 1-game lead, and meanwhile, on the side of Team Spirit, maybe just a little bit more. You can see the intensity in the eyes here. You know, not even blinking getting into this lane. So, coming through here, you see Kami already in the lane. On that, just in front, he's got the walls down. There is walls down, close to each other. And we'll see if there's any duos who come out to deal with either of these observers that have gone down.
And we're gonna be needing to mute Leviton, or we are gonna be loving winning so much. And last game we didn't praise Hydra, like, yo, thank you for not giving him the Enchantress, but now they will do it, and this is gonna be a torture for us and the viewers for sure.
I mean, I have Leviton muted, so I'm okay, and that's all that really matters.
You know, every time I get into a game, I'm looking at it if I have any of the players muted from pubs or something, so that I unmute them, I see what they're writing. And when it comes to Leviton, you know, I don't have him muted from pubs, but from casting. Like, why the hell would you do that? Just watch one game of Hydra, you are gonna understand.
Yeah, everybody likes to have a bit of fun with the voice lines, but, you know, Leviton, I'm pretty sure he has it. Like, he has his little timer set up in, like, the corner of his screen or something like that. And he just has, like, a macro going just to make sure these voice lines get going and get going and get going. And yeah, he likes to spam them out.
And he loves winning, and we don't love hearing about it. So
he loves winning. But he's not going to love being chased down by Miposhka and getting right-clicked by the Undying a little bit.
Yeah, that's one that doesn't work out, and maybe Miposhka is gonna be working a little bit for us and keeping him busy. Meanwhile, mid lane, this should be a Storm Spirit winning matchup. He's up against the melee hero. Pango likes to get close and personal, and against the Storm Spirit, that's gonna hurt.
Yeah, you can already see Lawless being absolutely punished here in this lane, and once the level 2 comes out with the Storm Spirit going for the Overload, you know, it's just going to get even worse here for Lawless in this lane. So we'll see how he's going to be able to do. The odds on the screen here. Team Spirit still favored, and we'll see how long that lasts.
Now, Hydra, like, what do we need to do to prove ourselves finally? Like, how many of you do we have to beat? But yeah, I mean, Team Spirit isn't really a team that anyone is gonna be thinking they're gonna lose, but it is, you know, they're not in a good spot currently.
Leviton getting cheeky. He's gonna be able to take down both couriers, and yeah, he loves winning, as he's going to be able to move himself away. Miposhka trying to chase down, but the poor shambling zombie not going to be able to catch up to the Ench, and the Ench just keeps putting damage onto him here as well. Though they're good to be able to go. In fact, yeah, Miposhka with more impetus. Is that going to be the kill to disable for Cloud? It's going to be Leviton, and you can see that Miposhka was trying to get cheeky there, maybe trying to give it up to the neutrals. It is going to be Leviton to secure that kill.
Yeah, he was waiting for that one, and that's why Leviton wanted to get the kill. You just wait with impetus, and with the extra damage, there's just no way that you're not going to be taking him down.
Yeah, so good start, great start here for, I mean, Leviton in particular, taking down both of those couriers and the hero kill. What better start could you ask for?
Yep, it is perfect. It's pretty much perfect, and those couriers dying is definitely going to make sure that the other lanes also have the regen necessary to play the lanes properly.
Yeah, no, it's a nice little bit of bonus gold here now as well. Miposhka hiding himself in the trees. But if we take a look at the top lane here, Kami on the last hits, it's being contested a bit. Mira, you know, he's trying to stop these pulls from coming through from Harvey, but he has to be careful about being caught out, because like you say, a toss back into a couple of raises, and all of a sudden your disruptor, he's disappearing.
Yeah, currently he doesn't have both the Avalanche and the Toss, but once the Tiny hits level 3, that is danger territory for pretty much everyone.
Yeah, and we'll see. I mean, like you say, he's holding that point just in case he could maybe get close for that toss. But yeah, for the minute, Disruptor, Mira, he's playing away. We have this ward as well. Bottom lane, though, there's going to be maybe some damage coming through from Lefington. Back onto Miposhka. Miposhka going to get himself away from this one because there's a Silken Ball coming out once again. Yatoro trying to do this magic damage, and Yatoro, ooh, it's a lot of damage on Cloud, but he has to blink himself away. Yeah, Cloud, he almost gets the kill onto Anti-Mage. And like you say, Anti-Mage, he has to leave. We'll be able to get himself over to the secret shop for that Ring of Health, but he's still going to be looking oh so low in this lane.
Until he gets that full Vanguard, that's always going to happen. You want the Broodmother not to have the mana for the Insatiable Hunger, but 2 mangoes, 10 stick charges, yeah, Cloud is safe.
Yeah, he's going to be absolutely fine. In fact, the courier coming through now as well. So it looks like that should be, it's going to be his wand, and it's going to be an extra boost now as well. That regen coming through for Cloud, and Cloud just chasing down once again. The mana will be taken away, but Yatoro just changes targets once again, and Yatoro has to blink himself away from this Miposhka in the trees, breaking vision away from Lefington. Lefington has that impetus in a couple of seconds, but Miposhka, as long as he doesn't chill, he should be fine here.
Again, we're seeing the Undying lanes. We win the first 3 minutes, and then what? Well, Lefington and Cloud, they did do a solid, good job to stay on a certain, you know, level of farm in this lane. And now it feels like they're much stronger than their opponents.
Yeah, and the thing is as well, if Anti-Mage tries to blink himself out of Cloud, you know, and then tries to come back in, you've got to be worrying then about the enchant coming through from the Enchantress for that slowdown. As long as he has, I mean, the clap coming through from the Hellburst Smasher now as well. If you can place that correctly, Yatoro could be in a whole load of danger. In fact, Miposhka once again slowed down, being chased out, Cloud out of mana, but Yatoro going to be going for that blink away from the damage of Miposhka. Yeah, he has to back himself up to the tier 1 tower as Yatoro just continues to be punished.
Well, they're continuing to apply pressure on the bottom lane, and that's pretty much where all the action is, because everybody else is just focusing a little bit more on farm. Laurel, he is getting some help from Mira right now, but nice call from Warwick. He understands getting close to level 6. That is when the enemies are gonna try to kill you, and that's why he just moves back to the jungle.
Yeah, especially when he's sitting on such low. Oh, Yatoro actually gets a kill to Lefington in the bottom lane, though. Yatoro is going to be paid for this because Cloud, he might even dive underneath the tier 1. He's not. Miposhka gets low. That Silken Bowler, he's not got it for the next 7 seconds. Wouldn't actually have the mana for it anyway. This time, really wouldn't have the mana for it unless these spells start to stack up. And he gets those magic 1 charges, but both of the heroes in this lane looking so low. So Lefington, if he TPs in, he might be able to get something with the impetus. Again, only level 1 on that. But yeah, you can see the Undying already starting to back himself up, walk back towards that fountain.
Anti-Mage is getting his Vanguard delivered, so that's definitely gonna change this lane a bit. So we'll see if it's enough for him not to be taking all that much damage. Meanwhile, mid lane, Laurel does go for the Rolling Thunder. Should not be able to get a kill on the Storm at least.
Oh, not on the Storm, no, but Happy's going to get some punishment, a lot of punishment. Actually, the Avalanche does come through. The toss is going to be there now as well. The glimpse onto Warwick, so they do get the kill onto Happy. And yeah, level 5 on Warwick. He's a creep away, it looks like, but not yet having that ball line, and wasn't able to deal and catch back up after being glimpsed.
Now, with the addition of these water runes, right? I mean, they've been here for a long time, but naturally, lane winners, you know, Storm versus a melee hero should crush him. But when there's so many heals that you can just rely on, well, then you win the lane just by CSing and focusing on the on healing yourself up with the water runes. That's why Laurel right now, he's ahead of the Storm.
Yeah, no, and he's looking pretty good here as well with that Orb of Corrosion. Again, level 6 comes out from Warwick now, though, so he will be able to get himself away as Kami. Speaking about someone who can't get themselves away, Collapse, he just could not get away from this damage coming through from the Shadow Fiend.
Hydra knows how to play this this duo, and we are probably going to be seeing a lot of tosses into a Requiem in this game, which is going to be very, very fun to see.
Yeah, and again, all through Tour 1, you know, Collapse, he was probably, I mean, maybe not as good as Nightfall, because Nightfall was just an absolute MVP of like Eastern Europe in the last tour, but Collapse, you know, he never ever really lost a lane, but it just seems like today he's having a really off day, it seems like, as he do get the glimpse back into the spear coming through, but Happy, he's not going to die just yet, and Mira might be in trouble. One more raid, a couple more right clicks, it will be enough to get the kill. Collapse has to back himself away from this one. Is he looking for the spear as Lau gets a kill into Lefington, and it looks like even more on Brood. No, the Brood should be able to get himself away. But yeah, Collapse today, at least in the past, he's had, you know, DOTA2, he still had some really good games, but today it just seems like Hydra, they know how to play around him, and they have his number coming into game number 1, and game number 2, not as good either.
Yeah, Lefferton doing his things, right? This is what he does when he doesn't know what to do. He just goes on the other part of the map and starts being very much annoying to the enemy. So he died next to an enemy tier 3, and to be honest, he's not gonna be too mad about giving that kill away.
No, probably not. Probably not here as he moves himself into the jungle, but the zip zap forward here from Warwick. Does he want to go for that vacuum drag, the vortex drag back as well? It looks like he's just trying to use those remnants. Now the vortex comes out. A lot of damage for Lal. He's going to try and go for the swashbuckle, but again, Lefferton is close. Any points, no points into those nature attendants. So it's just going to be the 2-2 here. The glimpse back as well onto the ancient edge. Not going to be able to do a whole lot, but at least the storm survives.
Very nice move to hide in the trees by Warwick. He did see the disruptor on the ward, so he had info, but still very nice movement there. If he gets glimpsed back, he might lose enough mana for Spirit to feel confident diving.
Yeah, and at least Yatoro, you know, it was on camera just then. He's having a big time because he's got that Vanguard out. So Cloud not able to harass him down as much as he was before that Vanguard was there. Top lane, though, the avalanche was that toss right back. The tombstone comes out. The Raccoon's going to be used in the fear now as well. Switch back onto Collapse. Collapse, if you want to come back in, the arena will be here and happy. He might go down. He will go down. Warwick going to be glimpsed. He doesn't actually go for the ball lightning or anything like that. He just gets dragged back, so not able to get that kill onto maybe Collapse before he does get pushed back into the game.
And Collapse does have the meteor hammer, so his tower will be taking a ton of damage. Hydra messed up. I hyped up their toss into a Requiem, and Kami just used it a little bit too early, and because of that, because of that, they just don't get the kill. But they do get a kill in the mid lane. That was unexpected.
Yeah, no, there was a good rotation in, and yeah, Storm Spirit just got aggressive, using all of his mana there. And like you say, Lefferton, he knows that he isn't going to be doing much on this bottom lane apart from soaking XP away from Cloud, so he has left that lane. He is looking to get himself around here, looking to have some impact, and was able to set up for a good kill onto Lal.
And not only that, they're gonna get the arcane rune onto Storm, so Warwick will be able to do even more now on the map. He actually has a decent chunk of mana even before using the arcane rune.
Yeah, has a clarity coming in now as well as those power treads, so this is going to be a decent timing for Warwick. If they maybe want to look for a rotation here, they are going to go for a scope, so it looks like they might just make a dive onto Collapse, because Collapse, he's trying to do what he can to push down this tier 1 tower, and he's done a lot of damage to it actually, nearly taking it down, but the Storm Spirit and the diving comes through. This could be Collapse going down here, and Hydra looking to pick up another kill on the board.
He's looking very much dead.
Yeah, the jump comes in, the razors will be there now as well. Maybe try to save that kill, but it's going to have to pick it up with the toss. And now the vodka, he's going to be a bit of a boosty bonus. And the disrupt to know that it's going to be the dark
another bonus
as well. And Warwick, that glimpse probably saves Mira's life.
It does, but the good thing for Team Spirit in this game is that they're still doing some damage to the tower. Yes, Hydra are preventing them from killing it, but if you look at the bottom lane, Yatoro, he's just keeping Cloud on his toes. He is stronger currently with the power treads and the Vanguard. Cloud, he cannot even use his Spiderlings to apply any kind of pressure to the AM.
Yes, Observer, yes. I don't know if you caught that, but he just went and he manually muted Lefferton. So even the Observer getting sick of the voice lines coming out.
Dire's
Nicely
middle
done,
tower
nicely
is under
done.
attack.
That is, I think the chat is asking for it, right? The Observer on itself, he wouldn't have decided to do that, but because the chat is asking for it, we can't really do anything against the fans.
No, they are
fallen.
in the right most of the time. Most of the time, they are right, apart from when it comes to the game. But Yatoro. Yeah, Yatoro uses the mana void on Cloud as well, and Cloud, like you say, sitting in this lane, he's not had any mana. He's got those mana boots out now as well, but he's not had barely any mana for the past 5 minutes. Meanwhile, the mid, the glimpse comes back. Do they get the kill? They do. They take down Happy, and Lal will be able to get himself on the board here with that kill. But yeah, it's going all right for Mother in this lane, but Yatoro having a really good time here, and ever since that Vanguard came out, there's not been a whole lot Hydra can do to contest into him in this early laning stage.
Storm is now rotating. He's the one that might be able to do enough damage, but Spirits are coming over. Nice scan from Hydra, though. They see Anti-Mage is playing a little bit back, so they're expecting there might be a bait coming forward, and that is exactly the case. Hydra now are the ones that are baiting in with 4 heroes here in the bottom lane.
Yeah, and I mean, they do take that tier 1 tower on the top lane now as well. Collapse with the Meteor Hammer doing the damage. The Mana Void when it comes out, and Yataro's just doing it to take those spiders down early. That's not going to be available if the Storm Spirit wants to go for the dive in. The enchant maybe to try and bait out the counter spells, something like that. Yataro, he is going to be playing a little bit further back. Where's that jump going to come from the side of Hydra? Because again, he's got 2 heroes standing behind him. It looks like Hydra, they're looking to maybe scout it out, but Spirit playing really safely at the minute in this lane.
Yataro knows he's having the perfect game, right? So he just needs to keep his cool, and he's gonna be getting a super early battle fury. Look at this, he's like 500 gold away because he will be disassembling the Vanguard. So no reason to be super aggressive here. Just stand your ground and everything will be fine.
Yeah, and you can see that Hydra, they've lost that tier 1 tower on the top. They're not actually going to put pressure onto Collapse. They want to be taking a tier 1 tower of their own, but Yataro wants to come in. There's going to be blips now as well. Leftington going to get himself away from this one. The Storm Spirit dives in. But where's that Mana Void? Still 16 seconds remaining. So he might be able to do the kill. Ultimate punch him, and punch goes down, and Warwick gets the kill. Rotation TP comes in from Collapse. Collapse, so it might be happy to want to fall on the side. No, the toss back onto the anti-mage. Blink away. And yeah, the SF rotates in. They might even be able to get the kill to the Yataro, but they do. They take him down. Hammer on the Battle Fury. Mira. They're going to go for more. Warwick, though, he's out of mana. The right click's coming through. The spear takes down Leftington. It looks like Collapse is going to come back into it. Maybe save loss. He can't. He absolutely can't. They take down 4. They lose 2, but they only lose both supports. And Hydra, great rotation, great setup, and great timings to take that fight underneath the tier 1.
Warwick keeping that haste rune all this time to be able to go in and out of fights without using a lot of his mana. But they knew the anti-mage didn't have the Mana Void. And imagine you're a brood mama, you killed my babies, and because of it, you will die. That is the main reason him not having the Mana Void allows Hydra to go for that dive. And the bonus kills from Spirit that came through, they're gonna be pushing them even farther ahead. Yes, the anti-mage has a good game, but SF, he has a better one.
Yeah, and you take a look at it, like I said, the net worth, even before that Battle Fury comes on, like you say, SF, he's going towards that. He's already got himself the Dragon Lance, he's got the extra damage, even throwing out a couple of taunts, but he's ahead. He wants to go towards that BKB, and I expect as soon as that BKB comes out, we're going to see more fights like that from the side of Hydra, looking to either shut down the anti-mage or just take map control away from Spirit.
Warwick is gonna have his Witchblade soon, so then he can start working towards the BKB. And you just need more fights like this because you don't want the anti-mage to get super strong, super fast, because then he'll be able to punish you before you have the BKB. But once you do, then you can jump in and maybe even focus on killing the anti-mage in fights if he's there.
Yeah, and we'll see now. I mean, there's going to be heroes grouping up from the side of Spirit, so do they actually, it looks like they're just helping, move around and just helping Collapse find some farm on this top lane. Just maybe trying to get some vision down as well. But yeah, Spirit, how do they want to go about fighting this? Because, I mean, we've already talked about Mira. Disruptor feels so bad when you're behind. And at the minute, Hydra, they feel confident enough to take that driver's seat.
They have 2 items that just came out: Blink Dagger on the Mars and the Diffusal on the Pango. So the timing of Team Spirit, it is there now, right? Now is the time when they fight as 4, they try to get kills, and the anti-mage is farming. If they do not use this timing, then I would start being slightly afraid for them, because Hydra, they're not gonna wait for long. Once this BKB comes up, Kami is coming for your mid lane tower. He is coming for your Roche, and Warwick, well, he's coming for Collapse.
Yeah, he's going to be able to get the kill with the help of Happy here as well. Meanwhile, on the bottom lane, Yataro, he's taking away these Spiderlings against the Broodmother. The Broodmother now as well, 16 minutes in, has these Greaves. So that's going to be a nice item for the team fight. Going towards what looks the pipe as well here, so it is going to be the full aura build for the Broodmother, at least in this early stages. Maposhka, did he actually find the kill onto, did he take down Leftington? Trying to get himself away from this, and the native attendants are going to be going out with the World of Thunder. It's a lot of damage, but it's not quick enough until we do get that swashbuckle, finding the kill. His teammates who were oh so close to diving in there, but won't be able to respond after Leftington goes down.
Leftington is literally being toxic to his own carry. He stole that tombstone from Kami. What the hell? Kami came over to get it, and he was stopping the attack and finally gets it. Okay, that's a weird one. So I'm not sure. Does he even like his carry?
Maybe he's thinking, he's the Enchantress. He's thinking he should be the carry.
Okay, maybe. He does have the Dragon Lance, so to be honest, he is going to be a big factor in the later portions of the game. But once he gets like a Hurricane Pike and maybe a BKB, he is a hero that does no one on the side of Team Spirit does well against him, do they?
No. We'll see, you know, exactly how they're going to move it around, because there's going to be a smoke for now. So Leffiton looking to have some more impact now as well. The 3-man smoke. Need to get this jump on that collapse. Mira keeping
Dire's
close to
middle
each
tower
other.
is under
Now
attack.
they're going to look into jump. It looks like they're just going to stall a bit on the smoke and not actually be able to find anything just yet. Moving into the Radiant jungle. Who's going to be able to get a jump in? Do they actually get the catch onto Yatoro?
He blinked. If they knew about that one, Yatoro probably would have died. They have a blink on Tiny.
Oh, the spider sees it. Yeah, there's going to jump in. Off will be the. He's going to take him down, and Warwick gets the kill.
Whining now.
The second that the toss came through, that counter spell, it was apparent that the Storm still had his stun. And the whole point of this smoke was to get the mid lane tower down before Kami gets his BKB. That's exactly what's going to happen. So right after that one, you have this opening to go for Roche to go super aggressive.
Yeah, the arena comes down now as well. They have the lockdown, which that means you have not that 15 just yet now. For the right click down, is he going to let stop the Storm? Doing a whole lot of damage, and they do get the kill, but that's going to be the Death Queen coming through now. And Kami's going to be more than Hydra. He's going to be able to take down low. He get the one destroying them. Poshka can't get himself away from this one, surely. And no, it's going to be Warwick. He spawns those pylons with the help of Cloud, and he might even be able to get a kill, but surely not. Warwick is out of mana. He's trying to use those bottle charges. The Thunder Strike's coming through though. Mira's taking so much right-click damage. He just has to get himself away, and you can see that Yatoro TPs himself up to the top lane.
He wants the ulti.
Mana Void. Warwick, though, yeah, he just put himself in. The Mana Void comes out. Warwick, he survives for a little bit longer, but he will eventually go down. It will be Yatoro that picks up that kill. Yatoro just has to go for that blink away, but now it puts Mira back in the firing line here now as well. The glimpse comes out. Leffiton still chasing. He's got that Hellbur. Won't be able to catch up and get smash off.
Oh, this was so close to being an absolute disaster for Spirit. Imagine if they go for that play and the BKB gets delivered at that point. It is an decimation of Spirit without them even killing the SF. But with them killing the SF and now Yatoro coming over and finishing off the Storm Spirit, that fight ends up being okay. The goal lead will not increase, but Hydra, they're still going to be hitting their item timings in a pretty good time here in the game.
Yeah, and like you say, if he'd have had that BKB, he wouldn't, you know, he maybe survives to the static storm, goes for even longer, and they clean up. I mean, they clean up a lot anyway. Yep. So it just meant that, I mean, Kami came down early, so you would have liked the gold, would have liked the experience from the kills that came afterwards. But yeah, he's still gonna be fine going towards this Chrysalis, and he's having a really good time. Not only keeping pace, but he's still a little bit ahead here of this anti-mage with this Battle Fury, and they just keep pulling the anti-mage away from where he wants to be farming, because they're just the 5-man, and they're ready. They've got the items. Why can't they just fight this one out? And Spirit, they have to respond to it, and the Hydra are the ones again setting the pace in this game.
The only way that Hydra loses a fight is if Warwick loses a lot of mana, and you kind of go through that one by just walking into the pit. This is what I was talking about. You get the BKB on the SF and you go in the pit. If Spirit didn't take that fight in the mid lane, this game would be a disaster for him.
Yeah, and look at this Leffiton. He just fights the vision and the knowledge of what Team Spirit are. The Meteor Hammer is going to be used here now as well. If the Mars dives in, the BKB will be active.
As Arena.
You want to go for this now as well? No, they don't. The Aegis, it goes away with Kami. Just making sure somebody picked it up, and they get a free Roche out of it. Close to free with the edge going down. Oh, the counter spell comes out. Yatoro, but Happy's going to be good as well. They have it. The Avalanche comes through. Where's that Vortex? The Remington now as well. And Yatoro, the counter spell with the dive in the back right. You have the damage taken down. The Remington's not good enough. So close.
It didn't explode. It just needed some time to charge up, and we all know that Storm is a narcissist, so he just wanted to look at himself, and because of it, the AM will live. Oh, that was so close. Yatoro, he thought he could get that kill, but against the Tiny, it's so hard. Even if you get the counter spell off, the Avalanche lasts long enough for him to be able to toss that in the air.
God, I hate that spell's on a 3-second cooldown at level 4. Like, it's just, obviously I know it's the, you know, one of the strengths of the anti-mage, but you saw it every time the Vortex was looking to come out. Just counterspell. I mean, just couldn't get that down. I mean, good Yatoro, you know, gets himself away. But full of pub mentality, I hate the counterspell game. And now Happy, he will go down.
I love winning.
I'm actually surprised that Hydra gave the Aegis to the SF, considering he has a BKB and Storm didn't have his just yet. I understand he's the one that's going to be attacking towers, but it doesn't look like Hydra are looking to push the bottom lane.
No, I think it might have been just a bit of maybe panic, you know, making sure there was no dive in, no one could steal it. It was just, if you can pick it up, you pick it up between the two heroes. So, I mean, it's not going to be a massive issue here, because Warwick's still looking pretty good. And
This is why Anti-Mage in good hand.
Attack.
It's just such a nuisance of a hero. He's just pulling everybody by their nose around the map, and it just creates so much space for his team to get the tower down. He almost gets the last hit there, but just messes it up a little bit. And, it is actually the Orb of Corrosion that secures it for the Pango.
Yeah, Yatoro, yeah, no, like I say, it's not going to be happy. So he comes in with the avalanche, the top comes up, has to blink himself away. Counter spell will be used here for Yatoro, but he's putting pressure onto this tier 3. He's trying to force Hydra back, you know, he's trying to get some TPs back here because Hydra looking to put pressure on this bottom lane. And is it going to be enough? As the Anti-Mage does blink himself away? Maybe not sure where these 3 heroes are that are smoked up, but they didn't TP back. That's the most important part. They are going to be looking through, maybe making a move through the river to get a backstab off onto this Anti-Mage.
I like the no panic coming out from Hydra, right? With this smoke, you're at least taking over the entirety of the map. Let's see if Yadro makes a mistake and gets caught. Usually he won't be.
They're actually going to be going. They take down the Poshka. The TP, he has to cancel it because there could have been the blink in the avalanche. They see him. Not happy. This is a mistake from Yatoro now. Look, the vortex. It is going to be counterspelled out. The Mana Boy comes in, but
nice.
He's still so healthy in Yatoro. He just has to go for the blink away.
Nice Guardian Raise just in time so that he doesn't take all that much damage. Overall, though, probably wouldn't have died anyways, though. But again, counterspell, it is the thing that saves his life. If the electric vortex does come through, I'm not seeing him getting out of that.
Oh, the Requiem that Fear's going to be coming through now as well. Where's that dive in from the storm? He doesn't have actually have the mana for it. So it will be Yatoro getting himself away, and the Requiem was used to.
Oh, he didn't know what he was jumping into there from Yatoro, and now they want to smoke because there's no BKB, no Requiem on the SF, meaning that the Anti-Mage actually can fight.
Yeah, I mean, there's still that Aegis for the next minute and a half, though. Shadow Fiend, or the Glimpse comes back with Happy. He might just be the sacrificial lamb. He's not going to go down without swinging now as well as Happy. With that avalanche to toss up as well, Yatoro will get the kill. But he just buys time for us, his teammates here, Hydra, have that knowledge of where most of Spirit were.
Things are getting dangerous for Hydra, but this is the timing of the Anti-Mage. Once he gets his Basher, that is when he's pretty much at his strongest. Manta, Battle Fury +1 item. We're not going to be counting the Vanguard. So once the Basher comes out, that is when the Anti-Mage wants to join fights and from a good angle come and murder everybody.
Yeah, speaking about murder though, it looks like they might be able to get themselves on top of the room of the 3 heroes. 4 heroes. Do they let him go? It looks like Hydra is going to let this one fall, or let this hero fall.
You don't murder spiders, you squash them, Rob. You know, that's what I tell myself. But, if I would go about it murder, I would be crying for every single spider or bug that I have ever squashed.
But Kami, how close is he? He's going to go to the Silver Edge. He's not too far away from it, I don't think either.
Yep. Both him and AM at one point in this game are gonna have butterflies, and I'm not sure who from them wants to build up an MKB. I'm guessing it's gonna be Kami at some point, but he is already stacked on this SF.
Yeah, I think the Anti-Mage would be it is going to be the Abyssal Blade. Obviously, he's still got that Vanguard anyway, so that is going to be available to him. Is that the match with it? So it's going to be the Abyssal and about 1,200 gold, which is going to be a big pickup. You know, you get yourself on top, link yourself in, get the stuns off onto the Shadow Fiend, and then just try and right-click him down before he gets his ultimate off. That could be a big impact item here once the Anti-Mage starts to get involved in the fights.
Warwick is being greedy. He wants to go for an Aghanim Scepter, which is great because then the counter spell won't be able to do anything against you, but you're not gonna have the Lincoln Sphere, which means that the Abyssal Blade is gonna be the bane of your existence. You just die.
Yeah, no, that is true, and we'll see if he wants to go back for that afterwards. I mean, he's got the Ags into the Sand and Kairos queued up, it looks like, but all of a sudden, yeah, this game, Team Spirit, they seem to be right back in it here, and like you say, Yatoro now head of the top of the net worth. He's looking like a big impact hero as long as he doesn't get caught out.
They're in control, right? They are the ones that are pushing out the waves a little bit more. They're the ones that are controlling the map, and they're not necessarily weaker in inside of a team fight. So Team Spirit right now, they're definitely feeling good, and once they get that Abyssal Blade, it is gonna make Yatoro have this the solo kill potential, and that changes the game quite a lot because you're not going to be able to send one hero to deal with the wave that the Anti-Mage is pushing out, but you're going to need multiple of those, and if you send one, your support or even your core might just actually get blown up.
Yeah,
Dry says no.
Let's see here, the smoke coming out from the side of Hydra, but Spawn Spiderling is going to be used. So if they were paying attention here, Spirit, they might know something's up. Miposhka on the high ground, maybe looking to break that smoke, but it's going to be the big wrap around here from Hydra. Do they actually get the jump into collapse? He's going to be waiting on the other side of the river here as well. Lol, with a double damage rune, so if they jump into this Lol, he could clean up. He's got himself a Heaven's Halberd as well. So Kami, this could affect how much damage Kami's putting out. If he does get that Heaven's Halberd off. Oh, Mira. So close. Now the webs go down. Mira, the blink kick comes out. Do they have the reveal? They do. They have that quick kill. They might even be able to go for more. There's the Rolling Thunder coming through now. They look at the back lines. Miposhka is going to be the target. Whereas that Vortex strike back, it didn't come through. And get a kill onto the Undying.
Even though their gem wasn't there, he was already dusted. You know, nicely done by the Storm having that one just to make sure that you get the bonus kill. And unfortunately for them, the Roche hasn't spawned just yet. But Collapse, if he dies, that's gonna be a disaster.
He gets that blink, and there was no jump in from the Storm turret. Yeah, he was close to going down, but just not able to sustain the damage there from Cloud. And the spear push back here as well. But it looks like Kami, they want to go for this tier 2 tower, and Roshan at least 20 seconds away.
Yeah, he has that 15 level talent that the present Sora affects building, so this tower is gonna get demolished.
Oh, Collapse. He gets the Meteor Hammer down and then gets that blink out. And I mean, Cloud is close to seeing him. Let's see. I mean, while this is going on, like you said, Anti-Mage has been a massive pain in the ass. Getting that split push out, not looking to engage just yet. The Abyssal Blade is there for him now as well. So this next fight, this is going to be a big item.
AM is also level 20, so he does have the blink range talent, meaning that he's going to be much faster to move around the map. Joining his team or split pushing, it doesn't matter. Both of those things are going to be very valuable for Team Spirit as the game goes on.
Yeah, at least Shadow Fiend here. He's going to be about 500 gold away from the Hurricane fight. So that's going to be, I mean, if he doesn't get Abyssal, it's a nice way to push that Anti-Mage back or push the Mars back or anyone that jumps on top of you. But we'll see how effective it is actually going to be here for Kami.
Most of all, you want the movement for yourself. He might just be forcing himself forward because you don't have a blink, but you want to be able to have some kind of mobility inside of the fight. So I think it's mostly for that one.
Okay, and okay, we'll see how he plays around it. Roche, a minute and 10 away. I mean, you've got these Spiderlings that are just spreading out. Look at these on the map. The little blue dots just scouting around everywhere, splitting into 2 groups. And I wouldn't be surprised if he parks one. They're all expiring soon, actually, so maybe not going to park one in the pit.
Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, that's what we're seeing right now. Whenever someone dies.
Follow the spiders.
Yeah, follow the spiders. But Spirit are not going to be getting into that one for sure. But overall, we still have a 1k gold lead for Hydra. This game is even, but Spirit have more ways to make plays just because of the Anti-Mage potential. And this is what I was so afraid of when the Anti-Mage got picked up. Though now...
Oh, he still doesn't have the Aquaman. The Queen going to be used here. There's going to be the break away here, so Kami cancels it off. He doesn't have the mana for it now. Anyway, the illusion damage from the manas, the mana damage from the illusions the other way around. Thank you very much. Does take it away from Shadow Fiend. And great kill onto the Storm. How far away? Does he have any items on the curry? Where is his curry?
He does have the point booster, sorry. I think he have that one. But yeah, this is the Yadro factor on his Anti-Mage, right? You go for a play like that, you feel like it's gonna be great, and nope, it's not. And now once he gets the BKB, well, Anti-Mage is gonna be the strongest one in fights for sure.
Yeah, the Roshan has been started, but it was spotted up by Hydra. The Spiderlings were in the pit. 7 seconds till the Storms were back up. There is no outpost for him to TP back into, though. So there is a tier 2 tower in the mid lane. Does he just make a massive dive? The smoke comes out. Really well played here from Spirit, but the Spiderlings once again in that pit to scout it out. And they know Spirit no longer in there. The comes down to the brood. Do we have the lockdown? We have the half an hour as well. The brood comes through Yasuo, though, with the BKB. The Rolling Thunder was coming through. They could have been killed. Cloud just cannot lose that power now as well. And it looks like they're even going to be able to damage Shadow Fiend with that BKB. It's not going to be able to find the kill. And they're going to be able to go for even more if they want to. Lexington dragged back by the glimpse. And this should be, once again, the kill on the
Yeah, Lexington is not getting out of this one for sure. And now that is a Roche as well. Not a free Roche, but the Roche plus 3 kills as well. Cloud dying at the start of the fight. I don't know what he was doing, roaming around there, knowing that the enemies most definitely have a ward. I think Hydra, the warding that ward on the high ground where Miposhka just warded right now. Well, they thought that was it. Team Spirit, they have no more vision. We can do whatever we want. And no, you cannot. They put so many wards around the pit. Understanding that this Roche fight is going to be very much important for winning the game.
Yeah, and you see, Yatoro has that Aegis. He has the shard here as well, so he's gonna have the counter spell, so reducing the enemy spell damage. And it's just, how do you really take down? Yeah, I mean, because you have to wait. I suppose you have to wait for this Ags to be up here on the Storm Spirit. But really, is that even going to be enough to get the kill onto the anti-mage?
I don't know. Now when he has an Aegis and the BKB, I mean, killing him, it's really hard. I guess if he would make a mistake, die with the BKB on and then the Requiem just fearing him, the SF still has enough physical damage to bring him down. That changes once the butterfly is out.
Yeah, and how far away from that is he? He's got any of the items? It doesn't look like he's got any of the items just yet.
I think he has a quarter staff, so that is one, and he has 1600 gold on top of it.
Who is the best?
Okay. Yeah, I'm just trying to find his courier, but they're all flying around on the map. Yeah, once this is up, do they actually get the toss back? We might be able to get the kill. They do take that Undyne down pretty darn quickly. Happy's going to fall in behind it though. Yatoro with his BKB, the vacuum. He finds out Vortex is winning. So much for the it looks like they might be able to kill the lefty tank, but they've already taken down the Jelly. He left the Aegis. Again, the second life on the anti-mage. How can you really deal with this? Especially with Guardian slow down, the fusion blade comes out, and they get the cleanup onto the Brood.
Yeah, that was a fight that Hydra felt like they had to take. You cannot give away every single thing for free and just allow yourself to be stuck in the base for the next 3 minutes during the duration of the Aegis. So you make a really hard decision to go for a fight, and you do everything right, but these Spirit are just too strong. The second that the SS BKB starts running low and they get double speared, that is when the fight ends. So Hydra should be lucky that the Aegis got taken down. At least that's gonna allow them for the next 6-7 minutes to be capable of coming back into this game. I'm not saying it's easy, but they do have a shot because the AM is killable at this point.
Yeah, I wonder if the Shadow Fiend hasn't bought anything out just yet, as far as I can see on the courier now. But the anti-mage has that. Butterfly up now. It will be flying out to him. In fact, it's in his inventory. So I wonder if this gets scouted out. If the Shadow Fiend changes gears, you know, just drops the idea of the butterfly and goes towards the MKB straight off the bat.
He should. He definitely should once he sees it, because you need to start the fight by killing Yatoro. If Yatoro is free to go around the fight, not using his BKB immediately, only using it to dodge the Requiem, it is a problem. So you need to jump him and you need to destroy him.
Okay, we'll see here the 4-man smoke coming through from Spirit. Lol, he's a little bit further behind, you know, but again, the Helm's Heart with the Diffusal Blade, he's got this control coming out for his team, and it's looking really good coming through these fights.
For sure, and also Mira is approaching the Aghanim Scepter. Big items are starting to come up for Team Spirit, and Hydra, because they're 12k gold behind, they're always going to be feeling like they're an item behind. If the SF had an MKB right now, then I'd be okay, Hydra has a chance, but that's another 5,000 gold that he does not have.
No, and we'll see how quickly, I mean, if he even does change gears here, because he should have seen, or somebody should have seen Yatoro with the butterfly there and let him know, you know, the butterfly on the anti-mage. But for the minute, he's not changing over from this butterfly of his own.
The thing is, you have the Mask of Madness. You want to disassemble that one into a butterfly and the Satanic. So if he continues this tunnel vision, I don't think they're gonna have enough damage to kill him, even though now they do have that Agonism in the Storm, so the Electric Vortex is not gonna be returned again by Yatoro.
Okay, well, we'll see, I mean, what he can do with this, because the Electric Vortex being the AoE now, it might, if they can get a good jump off and lock down a couple of heroes inside of Spirit, you know, they might be able to clean up, like you say. Anti-mage, like, plus Mars standing close, they could take them down, and, I mean, Mars, he's a big tanky boy. Got himself the BKB, the Meteor Hammer, and the Hex as well. So it's going to be hard, even if you do get this jump, to get the kills, because Collapse, with his control of the arena, the spears, the hexes, you know, I don't know what Hydra can do to play into this.
Kami did change his mind, so there's two options for Hydra. Either Kami gets that MKB and you maybe even let go of the axe for it, or Kami gets a blink, tries to go for a Arcane Blink. Again, normal blink is gonna do the job early on, but you need the Arcane Blink, and you hope that the Storm is gonna get a big Electric Vortex, and you go for the big Wombo combo, which is much harder to execute. So I think this approach might be better.
And we'll see again the Spiderlings moving through the jungle, just doing some scouting out. But I mean, lol, he's already TP'd himself away. This could be. If Hydra see, I mean, they're gonna see it as because he's dealing with the creeps on the top lane. It looks like they're not ready yet, Hydra, to go for a fight in Spirit. We'll just be able to take over this the vision from the triangle anyway. And it's really hard for Hydra to fight up into that high ground, up into their own triangle. So not gonna commit anything to this. It doesn't seem.
There is one goal right now, and that's the MKB on the SF. Without it, I don't know if you can fight, because the AM is not gonna die. And if the AM lives through a fight, like 10 seconds, everybody on your side is just a goner. So I like the call from Hydra, even though knowing they're in a 4 versus 5 scenario, it is just not the right time.
Okay, we'll see. Yeah, I mean, Team Spirit, they're gonna jump in, they get so lucky to get a bit have a buyback. They're even gonna be able to get the golden storm. It's 2-4 dead, they're just gonna call it. 38 minutes, yeah, they know there's no way back into this for them. And Team Spirit, after being so far behind in game number 1, you know, and it was a good side of number 2. Team Spirit take complete control. Yeah, the Yasuo anti-mage factor shows its head, and Hydra just could not fight back into it.
I mean,